What up, y'all? It's me, Abuamerican. I done fallen off on my video making. Probably working too much, just too tired. Hey, check it out. Got a pretty old question from a female. TS, we'll call her. And she asked me, what can she do in her situation? 23 years old, working on a master's degree in counseling or psychology or something, or some branch of psychology. She's making some pretty decent money and is having a difficult time getting married because she economically outstrips all of her potential male suitors. We'll put it like that. That was the gist of her question. She went into some details about how she doesn't have male family members to help her out, nor female family members to help her find a partner and whatnot. This is Muslim woman we're talking about. So I kind of thought about her situation. She was like, what can I do? Because she said she finds herself rejecting men of lower economic status than her. So anyway, I did a little bit of research recently. I went to one of her social media platforms, where she has like some information she puts up. And turns out she's like, she's black too. I think she said she's originally like a Nigerian or something. So she's a strong, independent Muslim, feminist, type that says feminism doesn't contradict with Islam, even though Islam is clearly a patriarchal religion. TS, listen up. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna drop the brass tacks on you. And it's not gonna be pretty. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that like tries to give you, the warm fuzzy and make you feel all good and whatever else. The reality is, it's looking pretty dreary for you unless you drop those feminist ideologies. It's just a straight up point and fact of the matter. You can say you're rejecting guys all you want, and then you say you end up being attracted to the wrong type of guys. But here's the thing. Any man of quality, and I covered this in this video, they don't have to deal with feminist-minded women. I'm telling you something. To any man of quality, assurity, reliance, confidence, and all this other type of stuff that you women find attractive, when you mention the word feminism in a positive light, that's like probably the biggest red flag that a man can get in the 21st century. Feminism is such a toxic word to self-confident men, to men who have confidence and are self-made, that and you might as well just go ahead and mess with the wrong dudes or guys of a lower economic status, because really you're strong and you're independent, like you said in your videos and whatnot that you were making. What are you looking for? I have to ask you honestly, what are you looking for? You're strong, you're independent, you're a feminist. Feminists don't need men like fish don't need bicycles. This is what we know. We know feminists to be behind the Me Too movement and whatnot. Okay, it's slightly different for us as Muslims, but the reality is, it's like, what is a Muslim man's standpoint in a relationship? Can a Muslim man rape his wife? No, he can't. When he wants it, he gets it. Can a feminist say that a man can rape his wife? Yes, she does. You are in contradiction to everything that the masculine man, probably the type of man that you want, unless you want some FMI's type of male feminist type dude, which obviously you probably don't, because there's a lot of those guys making good money. Unless it's one of those guys, why would a man, a quality man, want to contend with you and that mentality? It's an honest question. What do you bring to the table as a feminist with your strong independent ideology and your feminist ideology that he can't get from another woman? We're talking a quality man. You say you're making good money, so you want a man who makes more money than you. That means there is a huge number of women trying to get at this guy. You are in competition with a massive field of women. The older women to the younger women. The cougars are trying to get him, and the fresh ones straight out, like, that just hit legal sexual age from 16 up is trying to get this guy. And I don't care how old he is. Your competition field is from 16 up till 60. Here you come saying I'm a feminist and I'm independent and I'm this, and you're putting out all this information about yourself, and I take it that it's real because you have a pretty consistent pattern on your social media of like these ideas and concepts. Why would a quality man with a huge field of women like this, aiming and gunning for him and a relationship with him, need to or want to even desire to deal with a woman who mentions the word feminism in a positive light? It's an honest to goodness question. Tell me. Thought experiment here. Not THOT, but a thought experiment. I'm a guy, super attractive. I'm already attractive, thank you very much. But I'm super rich. And here I come with my multi-billion-dollar, corporation and personal value. I'm ripped and cut up, and I'm taking care of myself. I'm everything that a woman wants. I'm the 50 Shades of Grey guy. Why am I going to deal with a woman who has an egalitarian idea and concept of what a relationship is supposed to be? I'm just curious. What is the appeal to me as a man? And this is the way the vast majority of healthy-minded, masculine men who are successful think. I'm telling you this. You can say no, it's not, and a lot of women will argue with me. But it's kind of crazy that women will argue with me about what men are and how men are. But then I can't argue with women about what women are and how women are. But whatever. Let's not even go there. Let me ask you, what is his appeal to you over a demure and submissive woman? What do you offer that she doesn't? Well, honey, I did the dishes yesterday. It's your turn to do the laundry. Or Mei Ling or Ling Ling, who's going to come along, wash the dishes and the floor and the clothes and be happy about it. And you're talking about I got to come home to my house under my dishes with my water bill and my electrical bill after I went out and humped and hustled all day, and I got to do the dishes now? Or I got to do the laundry? What's the appeal? Honest question. I'm asking you honestly, because I don't know it. As a man, I don't know what the appeal to. What is the appeal? You got hoo-ha, she's got hoo-ha. She is really good at home, and I come home and I'm happy. I'm pig in a pen, I think is the term. I'm not doing laundry because, there's no noogie time because you didn't pull out the trash can this morning. I go to work too. I don't need you to go to work. I don't even want you to go to work. You talk about being strong, you talk about being independent. This is your fears. Your fear that you have to actually do something. This is my opinion. You are afraid to go into your feminine frame. And I don't know why. You're terrified of it. Otherwise, why would you try and be strong and independent? You're trying to build safety and security that you could probably get from a man. But that requires you to sacrifice something. And you might look bad to your university feminist friends or whatever. I don't know what goes through the minds of women. I'm speculating here with all of this. TS, I don't want to give you some some goofy tropisms and whatnot and some stuff that's just been said, and it's been said so much it's not even funny anymore. But I don't know what else to tell you other than something that's been said before. And I mean this honestly. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be mean. But I think you should get some pets, maybe some cats or something. I mean, I know that's like a real feminist and cats out. But really, what if you're looking for a quality man that you're attracted to and really want, then you gotta make a choice. Continue to be a feminist and not get that man, or give up your feminism and actually go into your feminine frame and be a woman. I made a video about fight or flight. I have multiple women in my life. And men do not want to deal with a challenge from his woman. He doesn't want to be challenged. He doesn't want it. It's not attractive. It's not sexy. It's sexy to you. But it's not sexy to us. We don't like that. It's abhorrently unattractive and disgusting. You want to talk about the top turnoff that a woman can display in her character, which will completely nullify her entire physical beauty. It's going to be her attitude, challenging her man, or having weird egalitarian expectations of him. And the more successful he is, the less tolerance he needs to have. I'm not even. I mean, I'm on the path back to my success. I had some divorce problems, and whatnot, and I got hit pretty hard. But let me tell you something. Even now, in my climb back to success, I'm not tolerating a whole lot. I'd rather spend 6 to 8, maybe 12 months alone, and then find a woman who's going to be pro-cooperative with the personality and the attitude I want, as opposed to dealing with some harpy, and he's, oh man, well, this is what it takes to get laid. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Can you imagine a man who's successful, who doesn't have to do that? Who is in the position that most women are? This is the position of that man. He can snap his finger, and there's rows and lines of women running down the block to jump on his pants. Try and be polite here, but you know what I mean. At the drop of a hat. Because this is the status most women have. They go outside, they signal that they are reproduction ready, and there will be dudes lining up around the block. I don't care if this is a fat chick with those thick ugly hairs coming out of here in her nose with a wart, an eye patch, peg legs, and no teeth. She can put online that I'm ready and willing, and there'll be at least 50 thirsty dudes that will drive over 100 miles to come smash. Now you're talking about a man who's in that position with women. You're 23, working on a master's degree, making good money. The man you want is an exceptional man. The man you want, he is an exceptional man. Why do you think you don't have to be an exceptional woman to get him? You're going to have to be exceptional because you know what? There's going to be Becky out there. There's going to be Ling Ling. There's going to be whoever. And they're going to be like, holy smoke, score. And they're going to do everything they can in their power to keep that man. And that's going to be a whole lot more than you. Because she's not going to come with the expectations that, oh, I got a degree, I'm making all this money, blah, 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 and therefore I should be respected. You know why? Because he can replace you. There's 50 more out there. Ah, it's a numbers game to him. This one didn't work. Ah, fire and forget. Ah, that one didn't work. You know what? There's 20 more. Why do you think all these rich and famous guys are getting all these sexual harassment cases right now? Why do you think all these guys, the Harvey Weinsteins and all these movie actors are having all these sexual harassment charges thrown up against them and all these allegations thrown against them right now? Tell me, why do you think that's happening? Because it's a numbers game to them. Because those are the guys who are going through women looking for the one they want. And when that woman pushes her limit too far, and he's just like, and that too far isn't very far. He's like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. And then, 5 years later, when he's more successful, that woman's still bitter that she couldn't work it out with him. And that's what you'll end up being, bitter because why didn't he respect me? I had a degree and I had a good job and I'm worth all this. And you're going to be mad when he fires and forgets on you, and he's going to be that next sexual harasser. But he doesn't have to tolerate attitude. He doesn't tolerate boundaries and limits with women. Because you know what? He has an extreme abundance mentality in regards to women. And the moment you slip up, here's an excuse to go get a new one. And let me tell you something. A lot of guys will disagree. A lot of guys will deny it. But two things make a man feel real good. New money and a new woman. You will soar to the heights of the heavens with new money and new women. Makes a guy feel good. And I'm saying this in front of Ling Ling. Ling Ling's right here. And Ling Ling's my girl. So I'm just telling you what's real. I'll ask the question one more time because it's 14 minutes, so I'm going to close this off here. What do you offer as a feminist-minded woman that some other woman who isn't feminist-minded offers? Why would a man pick you with your feminist mentality and ideology over a woman who is more than willing to live in a more patriarchal type relationship and style relationship? What do you offer him that he can't get somewhere else? Men are not interested in how much money you make. Men are not interested in your degrees. We're not interested in all that stuff. Youth, beauty, pro-cooperation personality. You've got youth, 23 years old. Beauty, you're not ugly. You're not spectacular. You'll do well. Pro-cooperation, automatically, by saying the word feminist in a positive light, that's eliminated. So you got two things. Now, Mr. Successful that you need, he's got a world full of women with all three. You're automatically disqualified. Because he can look out the door, throw a rock, and hit 60 women that have all three attributes he's looking for. And even if you have the third attribute, it's just like you mentioned feminism in a positive light. Why would a successful man in 2018 think for an instant that he wants a woman who believes feminism is good? Because feminism brought men the gift of #MeToo. And it's only been targeting what? Successful men, which is what you want. Do you see how dangerous that is? T.S., I'm not trying to be a winky head. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be condescending. I don't know. You might want to consider a pet or really scaling down your expectations in men. I don't know what else to offer you. Or ideally, give up the concept and the idea that feminism is anything worthwhile. Feminism, and we heard this before, and I'm going to say this again, like everybody else, feminism is cancer, and it really is. I've never seen a more corrupted ideology that has done more damage to more people in such a short period of time like I have feminism. And automatically, as a Muslim woman, you should really look at the ideas and the concept of feminism, intersectionality, pro-transgenderism. What are we talking about here as Muslims? Why would you even associate yourself with that ideology? I don't understand it. Please explain it to me. When the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that if a man wants to go to his woman, no matter what, if she's on the back of a camel, if she's breaking bread, if she's on the birthing cushion, meaning she's having a kid, she shouldn't refuse him sexually. Feminism, husband can rape his wife. You're automatically just in contradiction to Islam in so many ways. Because Islam is a patriarchal religion. So how many women have we seen? And it doesn't take much of research to find it. How many women have we seen become murtadeen? Just murtad. They've left Islam entirely because of feminism. Feminism is like a gateway drug to kufr. Feminism is the gateway drug to disbelief. There's a famous saying, the right wants to kill Muslims, the left wants to kill Islam. And you're in an ideology that's trying to kill Muslims and Islam. I mean, it's trying to kill Islam. It's not trying to kill Muslims, and it's working. And it's working through the doorway of the women. So, I mean, that's another option. And I'm not saying this is an option, but what I'm saying is, what is it? Your next option is kufr, and then go find a non-Muslim man, really? Or just find one now and say you're one of those Muslim women who has a new interpretation that allows you to go marry non-Muslim men. What? All your options are messed up when you say the word feminism out of your mouth. Anyway, I'm ranting. It's almost 20 minutes. I didn't want it to be this long. But I really don't know what to tell you. So I'm just ranting because it's just, no matter how I spin this in my head, it turns out bad for you. 23 is going to turn into 32, is going to turn into 44. And you're still going to be looking. I promise you, I don't have to know the unseen to tell you that you are going to end up in a broken relationship, probably as a single mother, and it's going to happen to you multiple times. If you carry on with this whole feminism ideology, if you manage to land a man of quality, and then you happen to land a second man of quality, even if you don't land a man of quality, there's a limit to where even men who have no real quality or positive attributes about themselves say, you know what, I'm just not going to do this anymore. And there's nothing that's going to cause that more than feminism. Feminism is like a hammer just banging on old dynamite. And I don't know if you know about old dynamite, but dynamite degrades and the nitroglycerin starts to slip out of it. And then like when you smack that, boom, it blows up. It's going to end up bad. That's what feminism is on men. This whole feminism, Me Too, hashtag sexual, all this stuff is already backlashing and backfiring on women. Dudes have stopped hiring women. High-powered men have stopped hiring women. It's already having a backlash. Dudes have stopped inviting them to come to meetings. They've stopped inviting them to come on like conventions that are out of town. It's limiting them already. And it's not even been a full 12 months since this has come into effect. And then here you come, hey, I'm a Muslim feminist. Red flag. It's waving. You might as well just tape it on your forehead. I am trouble. No matter how much you smile on your videos, no matter how polite you talk, no matter how soft you talk, that word, you might as well just whip out a... It's like saying the word feminist is like whipping out the ISIS flag in front of the Pentagon. That's what it says to successful men. Anyway. TS, you really got to look at it, man. And you just got to, I think you should back off this feminism ideology. It's cancerous. It's cancerous to your intellect. It's cancerous to your relationships with men. It's cancerous to your relationship with other people and society as a whole. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Give up feminism, get pets, or get used to, low quality men in your life. I don't know what to tell you, because high quality men, they're not going to go for you. They don't need to. It's your man, Abuamerican. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Abuamerican. I'm out.